The sunset serves as an introduction to the night. As symbols, the night represents death, and the sunset is what comes before it. The sunset symbolizes the period of one's decline, one's last showing of beauty before darkness. This documentary features some of the day's industries on the brink of dying, stories from people who continue to support these industries and try to save them from the night, fighters who fight to save the sunset's beauty. During the old days in the Philippines, the place Hidalgo is synonymous with the word camera, and for Mr. Almonina, his passion was vintage cameras. His passion was professional photography, and his passion is in its sunset, brought there by the advancement of modern technology.
At the age of 14, humawak na ako ng isang ganitong tindahan. 14 years old, third year, high school pa lang ako noon. And then, habang nag-aaral ako, kumuha ako ng engineering, civil engineering. Tapos, yan yung pinang-enroll, yan ang sumuporta sa akin. Ang photography ang nag-ano sa akin, nagpatapos ng pag-aaral ng civil engineering. So, nag-aaral ako sa gabi, sa araw, nagtatrabaho ako sa ganito. Tapos, pagka-weekend, kumukuha ng kung tawagin namin, KBL, KBP. Ay sabihin nun, kasal, binyag, at saka patay ang kinukunan.
Their leader was Mr. Almonina, aka Master of the Lens, president of Hidalgo Gomez Store Owners Association, and owner of the biggest store of vintage cameras and lenses in Hidalgo RCA.
From 2006, nag-take off, maganda yung business ng photography, no? Meron akong kaibigan na tumulong din. Yan lang ngayon patay na siya si Mr. John Chua, no? So, sa pagtutulungan ng maraming photographer at saka si John, siya yung sa amin, nag-spearhead, nagawa, nalinis to. Naging parang park itong Hidalgo. 2004, 2005, gano'n, papasok ang digital, saka doon ako nag-retire as photographer. Hindi na ako kumukuha ng mga shoot. So, nag-stick na lang ako sa ganitong negosyo. Miski ako nabigla rin ako noong pumasok talaga yung change ng technology from digital camera to cellphone. So, hindi ko alam na ganun kabilis yung magiging drop ng business. Alam mo, ang digital napakadali. Hindi katulad ng film-based nung araw. Ngayon kung sabihin namin mga photographer na kahit maliit na bata, 1 year old po, pwede na maging photographer dahil pagkuha, delete lang ng delete kapag pangit. No? So, yung photography ngayon napakadali. Kahit sino po pwedeng maging photographer. Pero nakakalungkot nga ang photography dahil pumasok itong cellphone. Siya yung pumapatay doon sa industriya. Kasi cellphone na lang imbis na camera, di ba?
The sunset for these cameras began with the coming of the mobile phone. But despite this, he continues to run the business because that is where he made himself. It is what gave him a name in the industry, and without it, he can't survive.
Dahil nasa puso ang photography, yung passion, andun pa rin. Tsaka hindi ko naman po pwedeng basta andyan na yan Hindi ko mabitawan dahil andyan na marami pa akong mga collection dyan Dyan nabuhay, dyan nakapagpatapos ng pag-aaral at dyan ako naging kahit paano nakilala ng konti kasi nung araw maraming sa mga newspaper, sa TV. So, ang photography is art yan, nasa puso. Pag kumuha ka, kailangan meron kang discipline sa pagkukuha ng litrato, di ba? Pag kinuha mo, wag mong baguhin. Kasi nawawala yung essence ng originality.
Mr. Almonina believes that the camera hobby will return, and he believes that as long as there are enthusiasts and hobbyists, photography will never die. It is almost impossible to locate a video rental store in this country, and it is a dying breed across the globe. But Mr. Simon Santos never let this fact encourage him to close down his shop. because his love for the art of movies prevailed. It all started for him when he was 10, when he watched the movie Marcado, starring FBJ. This was during the time when the Philippine cinema was pretty much alive. He started collecting newspaper articles on movies, toys, and figurines of movie characters and video cassettes. As time went on, he needed an outlet for his inventory, and so he decided to set up a video rental shop in 1988, which he named Video 48. For Simon Santos, the advancement of technology, which led to easier accessibility, has led to the industry's decline and eventual downfall. But his love and passion of cinema fuels and propels him to continue running Video 48, and he was lucky enough that his family owns the building where his shop is situated in, so he only worries about his employee salaries, but not forced to close his shop due to low sales, considering that the video rental business is practically dead in the country. His favorite thing about Video 48 is its library of local movie materials. He has a collection of the oldest local films, which serves as a big resource of film students for his most common customers. Mr. Simon Santos sees movie streaming services as a form of movie rentals, and so he does not consider the industry as a sunset industry, but as a dead industry. This does not bother him, for it is his passion, it is who he is, and he will hold on to it forever. Mrs. Salome Araw has been an employee in the post office for 25 years now and has been in the stamp section for 3 years.
Sa stamps natin ngayon, as in collectible items lahat ang nandito, araw-araw makikita mo dito mga collector na marami nagpupuntahan. Lagi nagtatanong kung ano mga bago kasi sinusundan nila every issue. Alam na alam nila kung ano yung mga ilalabas. Nag-encourage ng mga baguhang collector kasi medyo matanda na yung ating mga collector ngayon, kaya nag-encourage ng mga bata-bata.
She mentioned that most of the buyers of stamps are generally the old customers whose hobby carried on. One of her customers is regarded as a top collector. For Dr. Tak, a dentist and stamp expert and collector, his hobby of collecting stamps is his way of surviving. He is also the author of 2 books on stamps and is a member of the stamp committee since the 90s.
I've collected stamps for more than 50 years. Since I was in grade school. That's why I thought like a legacy, okay lang. We started with used stamps, cheap foreign stamps like that. But when we reached high school and after graduation, I was collecting really a lot. I was collecting worldwide, more than 50 countries, but I found out I really cannot afford. So I keep on reducing since year 2000. I thought that was a good cutting off period up to 2000.
In 2002, the decline of the industry began as catalogs started disappearing and he found no sponsors for his books.
But since stamp collectors are not that many, it's a losing proposition. So what we did was come up with annual supplements. Then by 2002, we stopped altogether. Because at first, the first catalog was sponsored by a stamp dealer who was opening a stamp shop. So he was interested. But of course, he's a businessman. There's no money in it. So after some time, he said, I don't want to waste more money. That's why I stopped totally. That's why I decided to pursue this on my own. 2009, I think. And I was not able to find any sponsor. So I had to invest in this. But knowing that I won't ever be able to sell so many to recover my investment, I chose to to just print 250 sets. But as expected, up to now, I have not even sold half of them. I invested over $1 million for this, just to sustain the interest of collectors, because for some time, nobody wants to buy. No, I cannot say nobody. But I sold more abroad than here. So you can see some people they want to collect stamps, but they don't want to spend to learn.
According to Dr. Tak, there is no longer worth in being a stamp dealer in the country.
I gave up another hobby just to make this, because I was breeding aquarium fishes before. But that takes a lot of time, so I cannot concentrate on working on this, so I gave up. For a while, I was not coming as regularly because my wife got sick, and unfortunately, she passed away in September. So for 1 year, October 2017, up to the time she passed away, I seldom come here now. But now, I have to try to get back to normal. I even have to see a psychiatrist. He said, you should go back to what you're doing. And he even asked me, do you have a hobby? I said, yes. He said, you go back to the post office. You're young people, no? I guess you know, when you die, when you go, you leave everything. You do not bring anything at all, like my wife. I never, considered that, no? So if you like something and you can afford it, do it. Don't let people tell you, that's not good. This is not, no. If you get enjoyment out of something, do it. Unsolicited advice from an old man. That's why when people ask me, what do you think of life now? Oh, I think you should enjoy your life while you can. You don't know when you will go. It's not really worth being a stamp dealer here. The time alone you spend, I cannot explain, even up to now, why I like it, but I just cannot stop it.
His hobby of collecting stamps is his way of surviving. His leisure activity never was really popular in the Philippines to begin with. He also lacked the support of his own family, but he never let anyone dictate how he spends his time and money because he knew he was spending it on his happiness. Some people live for the fame. Some people live for money. Others live for their hobbies. And because of the advancement of modern technology, these hobbies and their survival are now in question. Luckily, there are still some people who have too much love within their hearts to continue supporting these hobbies to prolong the life of these industries. The sunset, even though it is the beginning of the end, has beauty that captures the hearts of many. And for some, like the people we featured, held on to this beauty and will hold on to it until the sunset turns to night and until the return of dawn.